Hey everyone, what's going on? Joey here with this week being the quarterfinals of The Masked Singer, aka meaning that with this week we got 2 more episodes after this and that's pretty much about it. I figured it's about time that we do a full video about the pitch correct audio. We'll talk about all of that and more. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. So for those who are brand new to the YouTube channel, because in the past month and a half we gained 2,000 subscribers, let me go ahead and explain to you what the pitch correct audio is. Every single week, Fox and The Masked Singer gives us these brand new clue packages for every single contestant on the show. Now, in that clue package is the real celebrity speaking. It's not a voice-over actor or someone randomly they threw on there. It's actually the real celebrity. They go ahead, they talk about themselves. It's normally a script that they actually read. There's some clues in there that are easy, some of them a little bit harder, as some other contestants talked about in the past. And long story short, Fox went ahead and they said, hey, we can't go ahead and air the real voices of these celebrities because people are going to recognize the voice, and to be honest with you, there's no fun in that. They'll know who it is right off the bat, especially if they have an accent or maybe they have some kind of, the way they speak, maybe something that's kind of recognizable. So they take that audio, they run it through a system which pitches it up and then speeds it up. That way, you don't understand who it is. Now, for those who don't know what I do, I'm an executive audio producer here in New York City. It's my job to go ahead and give good audio to my clients. And in the case of The Masked Singer, that audio is no good. So I figured there's got to be a way to retro-engineer this so that we can hear the real celebrity voice. So I take that audio, I slow it down, I pitch correct it, that way you can hear the real celebrity voice. Now, we've been changing the way we do it. Sometimes it's when they're speaking to the judges because they do the same thing. Actually, like, for example, this past week, Nick did the scanner, and then from there, the contestant talks about, whatever it was, whether it was Korn or Mariah Carey, whatever it is. And sometimes you go in between those right there. For this week, we're sticking to the clue packages. They're all pretty spot on. Maybe the Chameleon's a little off because he's got a deeper voice to begin with, and they're throwing something else in there. But today's episode, we're going to go ahead and go through all of that audio for you guys. I'm going to play pretty much the clue package, which I cut out all the judges speaking. So it's like 30 seconds of that and then 30 seconds of the actual pitch correct audio I have for you guys. Now, while you're listening to this audio, have your list of clues and your guesses together. Because the way I like to do it is, once we get the pitch correct audio down and you go through the clues and you have like your top 5 guesses, you listen to the audio. And then from there you say, that sounds like this person, or it doesn't sound like this person. And that's pretty much how you kind of figure it out. And look, we've been doing this since episode 1 of season 1 of The Masked Singer and only gotten 1 wrong. So, yeah, it's a good method we're going with. Anyway, here you go.
Last week I felt like I was going to faint inside my costume. I was crying inside the mask.
Last week I felt like I was going to faint inside my costume. I was crying inside the mask. I was just like spiraling. As a little girl, I would put a hat out on the street and like sing for people. I would ask what they wanted to hear, and I just had absolutely no fear. I'm really trying to channel that fearlessness now that I'm all grown up. So tonight, I can't wait to continue my journey with a joyful song by one of my favorites of all time.
Alright, this may seem super random, but I've got a pretty embarrassing story I've tried to keep.
Alright, this may seem super random, but I've got a pretty embarrassing story I've tried to keep hidden. Back in my fraternity days, my bros and I decided to shave our heads in unity right before the party of the year. Well, that's when I found out I have a huge birthmark on the side of my head shaped like an apple. Dude, I had no idea. Then I run into the sorority girl of my dreams, and she just says, you really need hair. But look, it all worked out. I found my real dream girl who loved me and my apple head. And now I'm digging deep with a song I hope you love too.
Even though it's just the 2 of us here, I think I speak for all of us when I say that when we first started.
Even though it's just the 2 of us here, I think I speak for all of us when I say that when we first started, we never would have expected that putting ourselves out there like that would open us up to some pretty harsh criticism.
Growing up, we were laughed at. Even the way we looked was criticized. Like we could help it. The haters are gonna hate. But what we were doing was what we love to do.
We've embraced not being the coolest because we've reached a lot of people who maybe felt like outsiders just like us.
Now we know it's what's inside that matters most. I mean, especially here. Am I right?
Exactly. And tonight we've chosen a song that strips us back to our core.
It is weird coming out of hiding like this. I just connected with the music.
It is weird coming out of hiding like this. I just connected with the music and showed off, a secret skill, skating. Well, I'm really just a family Yeti. When my daughter was born, I dropped everything to rush home to be the first to hold her. It was so important to me because my Nana was the first to hold me, and we had an unbreakable bond. I didn't really find purpose in life until I became a dad. My children are always pushing me to be bold. So tonight, I got a whole new...
The secret to getting it right is to do something that speaks to you.
The secret to getting it right is to do something that speaks to you. Like here on the show, I found I grew by making songs my own. As a military kid, I always had to adapt from city to city. I became good at making friends, but saying goodbye year after year, it really sucked. But it made me understand the importance of unity, and now I have a solid base that always has my back. And tonight, I'm busting out a jam from one of those friends.
You've seen me in the kitchen. Now solve my... You've seen me in the kitchen. Now solve my identity like you'd solve a jigsaw puzzle. Even Ken Jeong should figure me out.
So comment below who you think those celebrities are. I threw in the Cluedle-Doo a little bit in there, and we did do a reveal video for every single person up here. So if you want to go through the description of this video, you can go ahead and check out the reveal for the Black Swan or the Piglet, which we just did this past Friday. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for joining me. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. And we still have more Masked Singer pins, so if you want to purchase one, get it now, because that way you can enjoy it for the finale in 2 weeks. Anyway, I'm Joey. Stay safe, everyone. I'll talk to you later. Bye.